What is the endowment effect? Have you ever felt that something you own is worth more than what you would pay for it? This feeling is known as the endowment effect. It is a fascinating aspect of human behavior and decision-making. The endowment effect occurs when people value an item more highly simply because they own it. This means that if you have a coffee mug, you might think it is worth $10, but if you did not own it, you would only be willing to pay $5 for it. This phenomenon is closely related to prospect theory, which explains how people perceive gains and losses. According to prospect theory, the pain of losing something is felt more intensely than the pleasure of gaining something of equal value. This is known as loss aversion. When you own an item, the thought of losing it feels like a loss, which makes you value it more. From an anthropological perspective, the endowment effect can be linked to our social and evolutionary behaviors. Ownership often represents control and identity. In many communities, what you own can reflect your social status. Holding onto resources can improve your bargaining position and reduce risks associated with losing valuable goods. This behavior may have been naturally selected because it promotes individual survival and social cohesion. Interestingly, the strength of the endowment effect can vary across different cultures. In some societies, strong customs around sharing and gift-giving may lead to a weaker endowment effect. For example, in cultures where communal sharing is emphasized, people may not feel as attached to their possessions. This shows how cultural practices influence how we perceive ownership and value. Understanding the endowment effect is important in various fields like marketing, law, and public policy. It can explain why people often resist selling or trading items, even when it might be more rational to do so. For instance, a person might refuse to sell a used car for a fair market price simply because they feel attached to it. In summary, the endowment effect is a cognitive bias where ownership increases the perceived value of an object. It is influenced by loss aversion and shaped by both evolutionary and cultural factors. This effect plays a significant role in how we make decisions, interact socially, and engage in economic activities.